Love. How does your man know you love him? Let's walk through some unique ways to show that man love. Actions always speak louder than words, so let's go. Do you think love has to be about lavish dinners and expensive gifts? Absolutely not. Often, it's the little unnoticed efforts that hit the hardest. It's those everyday, well-thought-out gestures that scream, "I see and I cherish you, and you matter to me." Picture this. Isn't it thrilling when someone does something out of the blue for you? No special occasion, no reason, just pure, unadulterated love. That's how you should make your man feel. Whether you're in the exhilarating honeymoon phase or have been a power couple for eons, there's no such things as an overdose of sweetness. So get ready as we dive deep and reveal some amazing out-of-the-box ways to say "I love you" to your man. Tip number 1. Show genuine interest in his hobbies. Ever heard of the saying, "the way to a man's heart is through his hobbies"? Well, it might not be the traditional saying, but it holds a grain of truth. From football to fishing, from coding to cooking, your boyfriend's hobbies are a window into his world. By showing interest in these activities, you're not just saying "I love you," you're saying "I love who you are." You're creating shared experiences, investing time in understanding his passions, and building deeper connections. Now, this doesn't mean you have to become a diehard fan of the latest superhero movies if that's his thing. You don't have to pretend to love what he loves. Instead, engage in conversations about his interests, ask questions, maybe even participate once in a while. Remember, it's not about pretending to love what he loves, it's about showing that you value his interests. Moving on to tip number 2, thoughtful surprises. We all love a good surprise, don't we? And when it comes to showing love, little surprises can pack quite a punch. It's not about grand gestures or expensive gifts, but about the thought and effort you put into it. Imagine this. You know your boyfriend's had a long day at work. He comes home, and instead of the usual dinner, he finds his favorite meal waiting for him. It's a small gesture, but it speaks volumes about your love and care for him. Or consider this. He opens his laptop to find a sweet little note from you, telling him how much he means to you. It's not a diamond ring, but it might just be worth more than one to him. And of course, surprising him with a movie night featuring his all-time favorite movie. Now that's a recipe for a perfect evening. So the next time you're wondering how to show love, try a little surprise. It can go a long way. Tip number 3, listen actively. Now, we all know how easy it is to nod along while our minds wander to the latest episode of our favorite show or what's for dinner. But here's the thing. Truly listening when your boyfriend talks is a game changer. It's a subtle way of saying, "Hey, I value what you have to say. Your thoughts, feelings, and opinions matter to me." Active listening involves more than just hearing. It's about making a conscious effort to understand and engage. You can show this by asking follow-up questions or referencing previous conversations. If he's talking about that tricky project at work, ask how it's progressing. If he mentioned his childhood dog last week, bring it up in a later conversation. These little things show him that you're not just there, but you're present and invested in his world. So when he's talking, really listen. It's one of the most powerful ways to show your love. Our 4th tip, show respect. Respect is the cornerstone of any relationship. It's not just about grand gestures, it's about the little things that can make a big difference. Imagine this. Your man has a jam-packed schedule and you value his time by not overloading him with unnecessary demands. That's respect. Or let's say he makes a decision. Maybe it's about his career. Or maybe it's something as simple as choosing a new gym. You might have your own opinions, but you support his choices. That's respect. And then there are boundaries. We all have them, and respecting your man's boundaries is paramount. It could be as simple as not snooping through his phone or respecting his need for some alone time. These small actions speak volumes. They tell him that you value him, that you appreciate him. Respect isn't just about big decisions, it's about showing him every day that you value and appreciate him. And there you have it. 4 unique and practical tips on how to show love to your boyfriend. As we wind down, let's take a moment to recap. First, we talked about showing interest in his hobbies. Whether he's into gaming, sports, or gardening, getting involved in what he loves can be a strong expression of your love. It's like saying, "Hey, I care about what you love because I love you." Next up, we discussed the power of thoughtful surprises. Remember, it's not about grand gestures or expensive gifts. It's about those little unexpected moments that can bring a smile to his face. Maybe it's his favorite snack waiting for him after a long day, or that book he's been meaning to read. It's the thoughtfulness behind the surprise that truly counts. Then we moved on to the importance of active listening. It's not just about hearing what he's saying, but also understanding and responding in a meaningful way. It's about showing him that his thoughts, feelings, and ideas matter to you. Active listening can be a powerful tool in expressing your love. Finally, we underscored the significance of showing respect. It's about valuing his opinions, appreciating his efforts, and acknowledging his achievements. Respect is a fundamental aspect of love, and showing it can strengthen your bond. But remember, these are just tips. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to love. You know your man better than anyone else. So tailor these tips to suit your relationship. Maybe it's a mix of all four, or you have your own special way. That's the beauty of love. It's unique, just like you and your relationship. Remember, love isn't just about saying it, it's about showing it in every little thing you do. So don't be afraid to show your love in your own unique way.